Hello and welcome to the English news of Binh Phuoc radio, television station and newspaper. I'm Ngọc Thủy. Now take a look at our top story as usual. Ample opportunity for Binh Phuoc to develop mass tourism. Total capital at Binh Phuoc spent for social policies exceeds 3.02 trillion Vietnam dong. Binh Phuoc Rubber Company employs over 1,640 tons of latex. State leader welcomes World Bank's managing director of operations. Pictures at open new routes to India. Actual efforts made to achieve targets of welcoming 5 million foreign visitors. Ladies and gentlemen, after nearly 2 years of stagnation, given spans on travel and gathering meetings, incentives, conferences, and exhibitions, mass tourism has now become much livelier.
Binh Phuoc province holds huge potentials for the development of this type of tourism. The 30th Regional High Command and Military Base Special National Relic Site is an ideal place for such activities, and it spans 3,200 hectares, including a 385-hectare area with a monument, exhibition zone, workplace, gardens, walking areas, and roads for electric vehicles picking up visitors. The site also includes hotels and restaurants. As the domestic tourism market has strongly recovered, localities and travel firms have paid due attention to welcoming mass tourists, contributing to tourism development.
Representatives from the Board of Directors serve the plan for social policies in Binh Phuoc province recently held a meeting to review activities in the first half of 2022 as implemented for the remainder of the year.
Total capital at the bank has now surpassed 3.0 trillion Vietnamese dong, an increase of more than 250 billion Vietnamese dong against last year. State capital exceeds 2.85 trillion Vietnamese dong, and in-charter capital at localities reaches 173.6 billion Vietnamese dong, up over 33 billion Vietnamese dong compared to the start of this year. Loans in the first half total 636 billion Vietnamese dong, or 131% of the figure in the same period last year, with 18,649 poor families and policy beneficiaries accessing credit. Total outstanding loans stand at more than 3.02 trillion Vietnamese dong, up 246.7 billion Vietnamese dong since the beginning of the year, and representing 77.47% of the plan. Bank representatives also discussed and gathered ideas for draft project on offering credit to poor and near-poor households as well as policy beneficiaries in the 2022 to 2025 period by using local budget funds.
The Binh Phuoc Rubber Company Limited recently revealed its activities in the first half of 2022 as identified key tasks for the remainder of the year.
The company's latex output in the first half hit 1,614 tons, or 26% of the annual plan, and 40% more than in the same period last year, with an average price of 38.2 million Vietnamese dong per ton. In regard to digital transformation, the company signed cooperative agreements with Base Enterprise and arranged training and applied an electronic office system. It also tried to pay an average monthly salary of 8 million Vietnamese dong to workers and take care of their living conditions and accommodation. Political security and order at the company had been ensured and maintained. Participants at the meeting also put forward measures to raise productivity and to fulfill the latex output target of 6,313 tons for the year.
President Binh Phuoc hosted the reception for World Bank's Managing Director of Operations, Assault Van Chassenburg on July 19th.
President Phuoc thanks the World Bank for its significant assistance for Vietnam in poverty reduction and socio-economic infrastructure development. Appreciating the World Bank's help with the building of the Vietnam 2035 report launched in 2016, the host leader asked the bank to continue helping the country make the Vietnam 2045 report with long-term development vision. He also expressed his hope that the World Bank will provide technical and financial support for the formation of a carbon-free economy and post-pandemic economic recovery. For his part, Luxembourg noted with satisfaction the close and successful bilateral partnership, showing the World Bank hopes to maintain an important role in helping with Vietnam's development. He said the World Bank is ready to cooperate in building the Vietnam 2045 report and will do its utmost to seek necessary resources for this study.
Digital technologies, if exploited to the maximum, can bring over 1.733 billion Vietnam dong, $74 billion to Vietnam by the 2030, with the most beneficial sector including manufacturing, agriculture, and food, and education training, a report by the Peter revealed.
As the second fastest growing internet economy in Southeast Asia, Vietnam has many opportunities to benefit from the digital economy. The young, educated, and tech-savvy population accounts for 70% of its citizens under 35 years old. About 70% of the population uses smartphones. The report, meanwhile, pointed out a number of barriers in exploiting benefits from digital technology, including regulatory requirements, digital connectivity, and the shortage of digital skilled human resources. The World Bank recommended that it is necessary for Vietnam to focus on upgrading digital skills for workers, encouraging businesses innovation, and enhancing the accessibility and quality of information.
Private carrier WeChat will open new routes to a number of Indian cities starting from this September, rising to the total number of air routes connecting the two countries to 17.
From Hanoi, direct services to Ahmedabad, Hyderabad, and Bangalore will be launched on September 27th, October 7th, and November 2nd, respectively. From Ho Chi Minh City, the first Vietjet Air flights will take off for the three Indian cities on September 29th, October 10th, and November 1st, respectively. The routes between Da Nang and those three Indian destinations will be launched in November and December. 4 flights will be operated on each of these new routes weekly. Vietjet Air is currently operating 4 air routes to India, connecting Hanoi and Ho Chi Minh City with New Delhi and Mumbai. The move aims to meet the increasing demand for both personal and business travel between the two countries and regions.
The Vietnam National Administration of the Tourism (VNAT) is taking extra efforts to realize the target of welcoming 5 million foreign visitors, amid a decline in the numbers of the tourists from China and Russia.
The Vietnam National Administration of Tourism will further optimize markets which have air routes with Vietnam and those that permitted their citizens to travel abroad and Vietnamese exports to return to the home country after the COVID-19 pandemic was put under control. Priority will be given to attracting arrivals from the Republic of Korea, Japan, Western Europe, Australia, and ASEAN nations. Greater attention will also pay to new markets such as India, the United States, the Middle East, and Russian-speaking countries. The administration will cooperate with local authorities, enterprises, airlines, and Vietnam Tourism Development Fund to implement a program called Fully Live in Vietnam through promotional events held in Japan, India, Western Europe, Australia, and New Zealand. The number of international tourist arrivals reached about 413,000 in the first half of this year. The number of foreigners has been on the sharp rise since Vietnam reopened its border. The May figure doubled that of April, while that of June quadrupled that of May. Most of foreign travelers came from countries that enjoy visa exemptions from Vietnam, including the UK, France, Germany, and Singapore.
That's all for today. Thank you for your watching and see you next time.